You've been flat benching for months, maybe years, and your chest still looks exactly the same. Same soft, flat profile under every shirt, same numbers on the bar going nowhere, same guy in the mirror wondering what's missing. Here's the truth. The flat bench press is not a bad exercise. It's just the wrong exercise for most men. And doing it as your primary chest movement is one of the most common reasons men have flat, underdeveloped chests, no matter how long they've been training. In this video, I'm going to show you the biological reason why the flat bench doesn't build the chest you're chasing, what movement pattern actually builds it, and the 4 exercises that will change the way your chest looks in less time than another year of flat benching ever would. Give me the next 10 minutes, and I'll save you another year of wasted chest days. Build up. Before we get into the exercises, I have to show you why the flat bench is failing you. Because if you don't understand the mechanism, you're going to keep defaulting back to it and wondering why nothing changes. The anatomy nobody explains. Your chest is not one flat sheet of muscle. It has 2 distinct regions. The upper chest, the clavicular head, runs from your collarbone down and across. This is the muscle that creates the shelf, the thick, visible pop you see from the front, the fullness that makes a shirt drape instead of cling. The lower chest, the sternal head, runs from your sternum downward and across. This is the part most men already develop by accident. From dips, from push-ups, from any pressing motion. Here's the problem. The flat bench press primarily loads the sternal head, the lower portion. It does almost nothing for the upper chest, the region that actually determines how your chest looks, in clothing and out of it. So men bench press for years. They build the bottom of the chest, and the top stays flat. The result? A chest that sags instead of pops. A silhouette that still looks soft from every angle. This is the trap. You've been building the wrong part of the muscle. And the part that would change everything has been sitting untrained for years. But the anatomy problem is only half of it. The other half is the stretch. And this is where most men lose almost all their growth on every rep, without realizing it.
The stretch problem, why the flat bench leaves gains on the table. Muscle grows in 2 places, at the peak contraction, the squeeze at the top, and at the deep stretch, the loaded bottom position. Research now consistently shows that training in the lengthened position, the deep stretch under load, produces significantly more hypertrophy than peak contraction alone. On a flat bench, the bar stops at your chest. Your range of motion is physically blocked. You never reach the true end range of the pectoral muscle, so you never get the deep loaded stretch that drives the most growth. Every rep is a partial rep, not because you're lazy, because the bench won't let you go further. The bar hits your chest before your muscle reaches full length, and the growth signal never fully fires. 2 problems stacked on each other. Wrong angle hitting the wrong region, cut range of motion missing the most powerful growth stimulus. The fix is not to abandon pressing. The fix is to press smarter. 4 movements that solve both problems at the same time.
Movement 1 is the foundation. And if you do nothing else from this video, do this one. It fixes the angle problem and the stretch problem in one exercise. Exercise 1. High incline dumbbell press, 30 to 45 degrees. The upper chest builder. Set a bench to 30 to 45 degrees. Not 90 degrees, that's a shoulder press. Not flat, that's what you've been doing. 30 to 45 degrees is the exact angle that lines up the fiber direction of the clavicular head with the direction of the press. Grab dumbbells instead of a barbell. Dumbbells allow each arm to move independently, and they allow your hands to travel lower at the bottom, giving you a deeper stretch than any barbell movement can. At the bottom of every rep, let the dumbbells drop below the level of the bench. Feel the stretch across the top of your chest. That tearing deep pull at the bottom. That is the growth signal most men never activate. Press up and slightly inward, as if you're trying to bring the tops of the dumbbells together without actually touching them. Squeeze hard at the top. 2 to 3 seconds down. Pause 1 second at the stretch. Press back up with control. First set's close to failure. Final set all the way. This one movement trains the upper chest with a full range of motion, something the flat bench is structurally unable to do.
The incline press builds the upper chest,
But there's a movement pattern almost nobody in the gym is doing that creates even more chest growth per rep because it maximizes the stretch without the press. And it's the one exercise that built more upper chest than anything else for advanced lifters.
Exercise 2. Cable fly from low angle. The stretch maximizer. Set the cable pulleys at the lowest position. Stand in the center, grab both handles. Step forward slightly so you're leaning. Arms back and out behind you, fully stretched. Now bring your hands together in front of your chest, squeezing hard at the top. Then let them travel all the way back until you feel that deep, loaded stretch again. The cable keeps constant tension on the muscle throughout the entire movement. That's something dumbbells and barbells cannot do. With a dumbbell, the tension drops at the top. With a cable, the tension never drops. This movement is a pure isolation tool. No tricep involvement, no shoulder compensation, just chest. From full stretch to full contraction, with constant tension the whole way. Slow, controlled reps. Focus on feeling the stretch more than moving the weight. The heavier you go, the more you'll lose the stretch. The stretch is the point. First set's close to failure. Final set to true failure.
2 exercises, both targeting the upper chest, both maximizing the stretch. Now, the third. And this is the one most people completely skip because it doesn't look impressive in the gym, but it builds the part of your chest that makes the biggest visual difference.
Exercise 3, deficit push-up. The deep stretch finisher you're skipping. A regular push-up has the same problem as the flat bench. The floor stops you. Your chest never reaches full length and the most powerful growth stimulus never fires. The deficit push-up fixes that. Place 2 plates, 2 blocks, or 2 sturdy objects at shoulder width. Hands on top. Now lower yourself. Your chest drops below your hands, below the level of your wrists, into a range of motion no standard push-up ever reaches. You'll feel it immediately, that deep, loaded stretch across the chest at the bottom of every single rep. This is the same stimulus you get from the dumbbell incline, but you can do it anywhere. No weights required. 2 seconds down, pause 1 second at the stretch, push back up. Take the first sets close to failure. The final set all the way. When this gets easy, add a weighted vest or elevate your feet to shift more load to the upper chest.
3 exercises built around the stretch. 3 exercises targeting the upper chest. 3 exercises the flat bench can't replicate. Now the 4th, and this one is different from everything else on this list. It doesn't stretch the chest. It doesn't press heavy weight, but it does something the other 3 can't. It forces a full peak contraction. And the combination of deep stretch plus peak contraction is what separates a chest that looks built from a chest that just looks trained.
Exercise 4. Cable crossover or chest press machine squeeze. The contraction finisher. Set 2 cable pulleys at mid-chest height. Step forward, grab both handles. Arms out to the sides, slight bend in the elbows. Bring your hands together in front of your chest. Squeeze hard. Harder than you think you need to. Hold that squeeze for 1 full second at the top. Then let the cables pull your arms back. Feel the stretch, then squeeze again. Most men do this movement too fast. They're moving the weight, not contracting the muscle. The squeeze is where this exercise earns its place. At full contraction, your chest is fully shortened. And that final hold at the top gives your brain a chance to fully recruit the muscle fibers you're trying to build. If you don't have cables, use a chest press machine. Hold the peak for 1 second at the full press. Focus entirely on squeezing the chest, not locking out the triceps. High reps here, 12 to 20%. Focus on contraction, not load. Final set to true failure.
Programming section. How to put this together. 2 chest sessions per week, structured like this. Session 1, strength focus. High incline dumbbell press, 4 sets, close to failure, final set all the way. Cable fly from low angle, 3 sets, slow controlled, final set to failure. Session 2, volume focus. Deficit push-up, 3 to 4 sets, close to failure, final set all the way. Cable crossover or machine squeeze. 3 sets, 12 to 20 reps, squeeze every rep. That's 8 to 14 sets of chest per week. Every single one targeting the stretch. Every single one hitting the upper chest. Not 1 minute of flat bench. Add weight or add reps every single week. If the session doesn't get harder, your body has zero reason to keep building. 4 weeks of this, and you'll feel the upper chest activating in a way the flat bench never produced. 8 weeks, and people will ask what you changed.
The flat bench isn't ruining your chest. It's just not building it. Wrong angle for the upper chest. Blocked range of motion killing the growth stimulus. Years of effort aimed at the wrong target. The fix? High incline dumbbell press for upper chest with deep stretch. Cable fly from a low angle for constant tension and full range. Deficit push-up for deep stretch anywhere, anytime. Cable crossover or machine squeeze for peak contraction. Stretch the muscle under load. Target the upper chest with the right angle. Add weight every week. That's the entire system. The flat bench is the most famous chest exercise on earth and the most overused. The men with the best chests in any gym aren't doing more flat bench. They're doing incline. They're doing cables. They're training the stretch. And they've been doing it for years while everyone else has been stuck under the same flat bar, wondering why nothing is changing. Stop training for ego. Start training for results. Your chest has been waiting for the right signal. Now you know what it is.
If your chest has been stuck despite months or years of benching, drop a comment and tell me your current chest day. I'll tell you exactly what to change. If you want to see exactly how to build a complete upper body using the same principles, stretch, tension, angle, I've already broken it down for back, shoulders, and arms. Links are on screen. Subscribe if you want training content that actually explains the mechanism and gives you a system instead of a trend. I'll see you in the next one.